Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Emil Ennis Jr. back here with Clever News. And Amanda Gorman is the show-stopping poet that literally everyone is gushing over, as she earned massive amounts of praise for her impactful words during President Biden's inauguration. Let's break it down. While millions of US citizens were eagerly waiting to watch the newest President and Vice President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris be sworn into office yesterday, the world wasn't ready to be at a complete loss for words upon hearing inaugural poet Amanda Gorman deliver an incredible speech just moments after the transition of power took place. At just 22 years old, Amanda is now the youngest inaugural poet in US history, as she gave a powerful 5.5-minute performance of her poem, The Hill We Climb, and she has since captured the attention of millions. And not to take the excitement away from Biden, but let's just say she basically stole the show. For those of you who aren't familiar with Amanda's past work, her poetry skills were recognized from a young age, as she was named the Youth Poet Laureate of Los Angeles at the ripe age of 16. 3 years later, Amanda became the first National Youth Poet Laureate while studying sociology at Harvard University, and has since delivered many TED Talks, as well as published a children's book called Change Sings, which she shared with the world via Instagram a day before the inauguration. Amanda is also well known among Hollywood, as she took the podium yesterday wearing a pair of earrings and a birdcage ring gifted to her by Oprah Winfrey, which is said to pay homage to famous inaugural poet and civil rights activist Maya Angelou and her 1969 autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Oprah congratulated her performance on Twitter, writing, quote, "I have never been prouder to see another young woman rise. Brava, brava, Amanda Gorman. Maya Angelou is cheering, and so am I." In fact, it was First Lady Jill Biden who heard Amanda read at the Library of Congress in 2017 and immediately knew she wanted her to speak at the inauguration should Biden be elected president. Amanda's track record of public speaking appearances is especially impressive given her openness about growing up with a stutter. She previously revealed to NPR that she had trouble saying her R's, so much so that, quote, "I'd want to say girls can change the world, but I cannot say so many letters in that statement. So I'd say things like young women can shape the globe." She was sure to reiterate a similar sentiment in her inaugural poem yesterday, delivering powerful lines inspired by the riots that took place in the US Capitol earlier this month that read, quote, "We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated." Amanda concluded her poem with these powerful words that literally sent chills up and down the backs of viewers.
"For there is always light if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it."
Since delivering her speech, Amanda has gained over 2 million followers on Instagram and has caught the attention of those hailing straight from Hollywood who took to social media to express their admiration. Celebs including Ariana Grande reposted shots from Amanda's speech to her Instagram stories, while Glee star Kevin McHale dubbed her a national treasure. John Legend summed up her poem with the one simple word, wonderful, while Reese Witherspoon praised her for her beautifully spoken, profound words. Broadway musical Hamilton writer and director Lin-Manuel Miranda praised Amanda, to which she responded back thanking him just before asking, "Did you catch the 2 Hamilton references in the inaugural poem? I couldn't help myself. Bonus points if you were able to catch those." Singer Sheryl Crow also tweeted a beautiful tribute to Amanda, writing, "If the future looks like inaugural poet laureate Amanda Gorman, we are in good shape. Wise and inspiring. Our children learn from watching us and make it part of who they become. Be a model of compassion." Although today marks Biden's second day as president, Elizabeth Banks is already wondering, how do I vote for Amanda Gorman? Speaking of voting, former First Lady Hillary Clinton shared this selfie with Amanda, writing, "Wasn't Amanda Gorman's poem just stunning? She promised to run for president in 2036 and I for one can't wait." If I were to guess, I would say that Amanda is probably overjoyed and overwhelmed with all the love that she received yesterday, but luckily we don't have to guess because Amanda actually took to her social media to update us all. First, she let us know that her Instagram is basically freaking out and broken. She went on to say how grateful she is for all her new followers and supporters, but it was this moment when she found out her book was #1 that made me tear up.
I mean, deceased. Oh my god, okay.
She also took to her Twitter saying, "I am on the floor. My books are #1 and #2 on Amazon after one day. Thank you so much to everyone for supporting me and my words." Now, like we said, Amanda has previously vowed to run for president in 2036, and it's safe to assume the rest of the world will be welcoming her with open arms. But until then, let's all celebrate Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as they take on these next 4 years, working to rebuild the nation that we know and love. But for a rundown of a few other influential Black, Indigenous, and people of color set to change the world, click right over over here for another Clevver News video, and then let us know your thoughts on Amanda's poem down in the comment section below. I'm your host, Emil Ennis Jr. You can find me on Instagram at Emil Ennis Jr., and I'll see you soon right back here on Clevver News. Bye, y'all.